He had a big ass booty.
So they got you on the night shift, huh?
Yeah.
1987.
Well, don't bring home any chocolate. I'm watching my figure.
Right.
What do they
What is
have
he
you
working
doing there
now?
anyway?
Nothing.
I don't think they're paying you for doing nothing. Why don't you want to talk about it?
Something to talk about. You just mix the chocolate all night long.
All right, fine.
He was working at a
Just
chocolate
ask.
factory. At least he was always able to find work. Is that the guy
So you
killed?
thought he was beautiful, and you went to his funeral, even though you had never met him.
Oh, this is somebody
Yes.
completely different.
I went to the wake and everything, and that's when I decided I was gonna dig him up.
No way this really happened.
Well, he was still fresh and just hold him. But it didn't work.
Oh, okay, okay. It's still sick that he even wanted to do that.
Jeff, can you
That cop looked depressed as fuck.
just help us understand a little? What do you think drove you to try to dig up a dead body? You know, because most people wouldn't do that. So, Jeff, just going back, talking about Stephen Hicks. You say that was accidental.
Which one was he? Was that the hitchhiker?
Yes.
Okay, because I never knew their names most of the time.
You should know their names. These are people you killed.
When I was living with my grandma, I'd go to the bar, take him back to her house.
Oh shit. And I'm pretty sure Grandma ain't want that happening.
Where was she?
Because she was asleep. You know, the elderly, a lot of them like to knock out early.
And I'd drug
I
him.
don't know. My grandma hears
And
everything.
then I'd
Yeah.
take them downstairs to the fruit cellar. Then I'd strangle them once they were unconscious because I didn't want them to suffer.
So he was killing people in his grandma's house? Ah, damn. Yo, okay, I didn't know none of this shit. The more you find out, the more, oh God.
You targeted your victims.
Sorry?
You purposefully moved into an apartment in the black community
Mm-hmm.
It's what I could afford, sir.
to an area that was under-patrolled and underserved.
But I don't think that was by design.
Easier to get away with things there, easier to hunt.
I just think he understood that after a while. I don't think he did that on purpose.
July and August I kind of dreaded because it got so humid down there. No AC.
Jeff! Something smells real bad down in the cellar.
It's my taxidermy stuff. Told you that already.
It's taxidermy stuff. she ain't know there's no animals around. If you're doing taxidermy stuff, you would have some fucking animal hair and whatever. I can understand her not knowing what a dead body smells like, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I think maybe she was deliberately not seeing it. But when she found my altar, she kind of blew her top.
Oh, God, you can't smell that, Jeff?
No?
Oh. And why are your nanas upset?
She saw
I
the
am too
Satan
now.
worship shit.
Well, that's what it smells like, Dad. Animals and stuff. Taxidermy is my hobby. I was just using chemicals to try to melt the flesh and the fur off. I think that one was a skunk.
Oh, you think so, Jeff?
Oh, come
You think
on.
you could have washed the skunk sludge down the drain a little better? Jeez, Jeff.
Sorry, Dad. I'll quit doing it.
I mean it, though.
Yeah, I said I'd stop.
How can people this be not can be this naive? Like, honestly.
You need some help?
No, I'm alright. Just a dead battery.
I don't know how you're gonna fix that. You should let me help you. I was just... My grandma's house just around the corner. We get my car, drive back here, and give you a jump. This is a rough area. You shouldn't just be like sitting there. Come on, let's grab a taxi before we get robbed.
You said your grandma lived around the corner.
Just, why don't you sit down? You want a drink?
No, I do not want to drink. I gotta work in the morning. If that's not what you had in mind.
Quiet, I'm just being polite. Seeing if you want something is all.
Wait a minute.
Why you wait?
You don't see who that is?
Hmm?
You don't notice who that is?
Who, the guy?
Yeah,
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
that's Ricky. From Pose.
Yeah, I see.
Jeez. You know there's nothing happening here tonight, right? Like, I've made that pretty clear. We're not sleeping together or nothing.
Well, we'll see.
He said, we'll see.
All right. Fuck you. I'm out of here.
Exactly.
You put something in that, didn't you?
What?
I think your friend should go home now, Jeff.
Yeah, we're leaving now, okay? Good night.
Jeff?
Oh, there you go.
Who was that?
It's just my friend.
I didn't know you had black friends, Jeff.
Oh my God.
Not the 1920s anymore, whatever, Grandma.
Yes, I know that. What's wrong with him?
Nothing.
I didn't know you had black friends.
What are you doing?
I am giving this young man a blanket. And I am staying down here and watching him until he wakes up.
Yeah.
Don't have to do that.
And if this young man is sick, I am taking him to a hospital. Do you understand? Well, drinking is what you were doing, and God knows what else.
It's fucking unreal!
You watch your mouth, young man. You want to go up to your room, fine, but I am staying right here. And you can bet your sweet Bippy your father's going to hear about this.
Yeah, sweet Bippy. Yeah, coming from this, it seems like his grandma knew something was wrong here. Terribly wrong.
No, but what he just said too,
You're not gonna call an ambulance because, you gotta tell them that I'm gay.
or black,
Yeah.
or
I don't think she cared that he was black. I think she found it strange because she
she
never seen him
obviously
black.
didn't care. She was
Yeah.
like, yo, and
Yeah.
I'm glad that she had the balls to like
For
stand
real.
up to him. And she seems like the only one that he didn't fucking kill her.
Well, if this is your idea of fun, then I just don't know.
I need some money, Grandma.
I need some money, Grandma.
You all right? Yeah, he's fine.
Oh, she saved his life. pretty sure whoever that dude is very thankful for his grandma. This nigga gonna get hit by a car. What the fuck?
He's high.
Still?
Yeah.
How much shit did he give him?
I had one drink at the club, officer. Then I take 2 sips of this coffee. Suddenly the room's spinning. I can't talk.
And I'm found in the cornfield.
I don't care about getting robbed, officer. This guy is drugging people. I'm asking you to go and stop this guy.
Honestly, I don't know what he's talking about. I met this guy at the bar, and his car needed a jump, and he was really drunk. So I said, you know, come back to my house and try to sober up, have a cup of coffee, and he fell asleep on the chair. My grandma was with me the whole time. Grandma, did I look through his wallet?
No, he did not. And I was there the whole time. That is true.
Got a bracelet. Jeez.
He put that shit on the arm of another dead person.
I mean, he's an odd guy, I'll give you that. Been arrested a couple times, but you should know. Getting arrested doesn't suddenly make you guilty of everything.
I've never been arrested.
Exactly. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, well, you know.
How would he know?
You gonna take the word of a white guy who's got a criminal record over the word of a black man who doesn't have a criminal record.
Exactly.
That's what you're telling me, right? Because I'm telling you that this man tried to kill me. What was he arrested for?
I can't divulge that information.
Oh, I need to see the interview with this guy. I need to see that. And yo, that shit is crazy. Yo, man, listen, if people don't want to think that this race has nothing to do with him getting away with this shit, racism and homophobia is what got this nigga.
You shut your mouth, motherfucker. Brother, this dude will try and kill you. He's fucking crazy.
Oh, come on. What, you're just gonna...
So that's how he left the area? Because word started getting around, he about to fuck him up. He should have beat his ass. He should have. I'm sorry, you tried to kill me a couple of days before and I'm face to face with you. I mean, he saved another brother's life and that's fucking awesome, but he should have fucked him up. And I'm not blaming him for nothing though. I'm just saying, if I see you on the street after you try to do that to me, it's on. Somebody dying that night, it ain't gonna be me. Another one.
Hey! Give me your $50.
No!
This nigga really had to stop doing this shit with his grandma being in the house. That nigga is fucking stupid. Among other things, it's like, this nigga put that woman through all of this shit. That's fucking nuts. I really feel sorry for his grandma. I really do. Oh, that was the dude's brother. Because look at him right there.
Yeah. That's what he got arrested for.
Uh-huh.
เฮ้ยไปไสมาดึกเดือนเที่ยงคืนมัน10 โมงแล้ว
เปิดคือบอกเดี๋ยวนี้โทรบ่อยนี่
Shit, you're
หาบอกไป
grounded.
ไส
He tell you to be home at
บ
a
อกใคร
certain
มาแบบ
time.
มื้อหันเลยล่ะต้องกลับตอนน่ะ
That's when you come home. They were Asian. I thought they were Native Americans. I thought he was a Native American anyway.
Look.
Therefore, I hereby sentence you to 1 year in the custody of the Milwaukee County House of Correction. Now, Mr. Dahmer, looking at you right now, you remind me a lot of my grandson. Now, he had a problem with alcohol. But he turned it around. And now he has a successful car wash. Now, you are not the kind of guy who belongs in the correction system, okay?
What?
Chance. And this is your lucky day because I'm...
Even the stenographer
On
stopped.
the other side of this, hopefully, you will have learned your lesson and you'll get your act together. I'm willing to do you the favor of leaving out the exact nature of your misconduct. Does that sound fair to you?
Wow.
Yes. Thank you, Your Honor.
Wow. Motherfucking wow. I don't believe this shit. I don't believe this shit. Yo, this is fucking insane. This episode is aptly named.
Come on, open it. Can't, I lost the key.
Jeff, don't lie to me.
I'm not lying to you. I don't know where it is.
Oh, God damn. There's something bad in there, Jeff. What is it? Pornography?
No, it's just
Pornography.
stuff.
Is it gay pornography, Jeff? Because I'm gay. All these years I looked under your mattress. I don't find a Playboy. And now you're going to jail for molesting a 13-year-old boy.
No, it's just like my stuff, like baseball cards.
You're not going to tell me, are you? Oh, fuck, I'll break the fucking...
Come on, Dan, what the heck?
He thinks there's child porn in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because from their perspective, they think that
They
his
think
son
he's-
is a sexual predator.
Yeah. So he doesn't think that there's body parts. He thinks that there's pictures of young boys.
Don't break your box, Dad. I found the key. Right here.
He is a terrible
Take
liar.
stuff out.
Yeah, but he's terrible at lying.
It's just some pornos. Put them in there so Grandma wouldn't find them.
Fucking head soaking in the jar and shit. That box didn't stink?
When he met my son, he asked him what grade in school he was in. If my son was not so healthy and athletic, the drug that this man gave my son could have killed him.
Mr. Synthanthiphome, I'm sorry, it's just... I am having trouble understanding you. Could one of your children maybe help us out here?
Is this...
Thank you.
Dear Judge Gardner, I believe very strongly that my son, Jeffrey Dahmer, is an alcoholic.
This isn't just alcoholism, though. Like, no, plenty of alcoholics that haven't gone this far.
You ain't lying. He wrote a fucking letter to the judge. And that shit really fucking got to the judge and made him have the... Wow.
And for whom I want a better life. I feel this may be our last chance to do something lasting. And that you, Your Honor, might hold that key. Sincerely, Lionel Dahmer.
That's fucking insane. I gotta get in on this being white thing. I gotta get in on it. I really do. You see this shit?
Jeff, when you were in there, did anybody help you? You know, like a psychologist, or did you just talk to anybody?
Oh, I bet he's gonna ask him if he got raped or something.
You know, just how you're, what's going on inside of you. Or maybe...
You think they can get the gay out? That's what he's talking about.
How you're meant to be.
No.
No, he's talking about...
contribute to society. I don't know, just stuff that I wasn't able to teach you.
I think he's talking about him being straight. I think he was talking about...
He's talking about him seeing a psychiatrist.
To help him with the gayness.
I don't think that it's all about that. No, I
Not
think
all
he
about it, but-
legitimately wants to, like... I think at this point, he doesn't even give a fuck that he's gay. He just doesn't want him doing crazy shit.
I know, but I think he
That's
does.
gonna get him in trouble.
I think he knows. He believes his son is a pervert, not a killer. He thinks his son is a sexual deviant with alcoholism.
Yes, he does think that he's a sexual deviant with alcoholism. However, at the same time, he also thinks his son is a fuck up because he's been fucking up his whole life.
Yeah. That's when he moved in the building.
Oh, here it is.
This nigga was deaf.
Sorry. I'm trying to learn it. Just read my lips.
Oh no.
I live here.
Wow. Holy shit.
So what happens after that?
I guess.
Because I think he did. I think I saw him in one of the pictures. I hope I didn't see him in one of the pictures.
I think he was his first victim of that neighborhood. And the fact that he's deaf is really fucked up. I didn't even know that. Now, how is it that that judge cared more about the letter from Jeffrey's father than he did the letter from the victim's father? Just give it to the bailiff. He gave a nigga a year or whatever, set him up with some work release program or some shit like that. It was. You know, now, listen. Again, this is some result of the whole white privilege thing. Because that judge was completely and utterly fucking biased. And I'm based off the scene itself, I'm going with that really happened. That it went down just like that. Because you don't just write that in there. Yeah, you know, the cop said that he chose that neighborhood because he targeted those people. I don't think he targeted them as much as he saw that, oh, I could get away with it here. Not like, I don't think he moved there thinking that, you know, no one would give a fuck. I think he learned that no one would give a fuck while he was there. And he used that to his advantage. I don't know. I mean, maybe he did. Maybe it was all planned. I don't know. It just seems like it had that feel to it.
He did say that it got easier. So
yeah.
Because it got easier, he kept doing it.
He noticed how society, and you know, he watches TV. So he knows how society at that time was reacting to, you know, being gay and whatnot. And, you know, the sad thing about that whole thing is I'm glad that it happened back then and not now, because I can see if that happened now, how a bunch of people, you know, right-wingers and, you know, Christian conservatives will be talking about, oh, this is what homosexuality would lead to, yada, yada, yada. I can only imagine what the people who from the Westboro Baptist Church say when they see shit like this. But like I said, I'm glad that shit didn't happen now with the climate that we're in now and how everything is, you know, identified and shit like that. And it's all about race and gender and sexuality. When someone commits a crime and shit like that, they want to analyze the whole fucking culture of that person, where they come from, and make it seem like that was the problem. You know, they would try to tie this whole thing into, you know, they'll try to make it about that community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of his sexuality. So at least, you know, one can say that's the one thing you didn't have to deal with, that it happened at that time, and nobody really looked at it then as a thing about him being gay. But what I'm saying is, if that happened now, they would make it about him being gay. They wouldn't even make it about, well, at least those people would. They would make it about the fact that he's gay. They wouldn't even make it about the fact that he's just fucking insane. And this is one example where race played a part in that shit. I believe it, because I don't understand this shit. You have a underage boy being drugged and assaulted, and that's all he gave him. And now think about this shit. Judges are still doing that. You got to do that whole Brock Turner thing and the judge didn't send him to prison or some shit like that.
Yeah, he only gave him like, I think he only did like what, 3 to 6 months? Like
Yeah,
that?
something like that. There's a bunch of examples of this shit. And that's one from the fucking 80s, for God's sake. And it's like, you know, one would think, because of the nature of the crime, that there would be a bias in that. Well, this guy's gay, let me throw him in there, whatever, with the rest of the gay guys. But no. All it took was a letter from a struggling pops. You know, damn the fucking letter from the kid who was a victim.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it doesn't matter. You know, those people, whatever, they'll get over it. The real victim is this young man who's just a victim of alcoholism, like my son was. And you can go and own a car wash. Well, I hope that fucking judge is happy now. At the age of that guy, look, that judge is probably dead, but fuck him. And fuck them cops. We got an appearance from Ricky from Pole, so that was pretty cool. You know, you got Ricky in the stand. Pretty sure Evan Peters hooked him up with this part. But he played a good role. And the brother, in real life, he saved the brother's life. Unfortunately, he could have, you know, it wasn't your fault.
Yeah, he ended up doing 3 months of a 6-month sentence.
Brock Turner? Look at that shit. This shit is just fucking nuts, man. It's fucking crazy how this fucking guy just went on with this shit because they just kept giving him fucking chances and chances and chances. And again, you if you're watching it, you're thinking, okay, his father and his grandma know that this nigga's a psychomaniac killer, but no, they just think he's an alcoholic who's a sexual deviant. That's what that whole thing was about. And he didn't think that there was a body part in there. He thought in that box was going to be some pictures of underage boys. And, you know, so it's like shit. They didn't think he was a murderer. They just thought he was a fucking psychosexual sadist. Ah, man. So, I don't know. This series is something, you know, it's even shutting her down a little bit. So, yo, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, ATRACBrown, the number ATRAC Brown. Hit the notification button and join the PWHustle Facebook group. This is a wild fucking show. I mean, I wouldn't even call this a show at this point because it really happened. It's a fucking living series, I guess you could say. See y'all later.